In this last lesson of the LibreCAD course, we're going to talk about the possible passage that you can do from CAD, so computer-aided design, to building information modeling. Now, building information modeling, it's a totally new system of creating projects in architecture. So if you are interested in something more advanced to not only draw but also manage a lot of aspects about your project, then you should move from a CAD application like AutoCAD or LibreCAD or other, which is simple computer-aided design, to something more complex, and that is probably going to be the evolution, the natural evolution of CAD. So in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about this passage from CAD to BIM, and we're going to see some examples. And I'm going to show you here. This is a drawing created in another application, in a CAD, in a building information application. So whatever we do in BIM, it can always be imported into a CAD application, as well as if we create our project using CAD application like LibreCAD, we can always export it into building information modeling and then continue from there. We saw in previous video that we can export our work from LibreCAD into graphic design application to work with the graphics, and we can also export it in a 3D application if you want to develop in 3D. Now, if we export in BIM, we can do everything. We can do 2D drawings, more accurate 2D drawings, and we can also manage the project again. We can create sections, elevations, everything that we do here by drawing. So we just start to draw here the section as we saw previously in the course. Now everything can be done in a really fastest way in a building information modeling application. So you have a lot of advantages to use building information modeling applications, but again, it's your choice. So I'm just going to show you how to go from here to there and what are the main advantages. But if you see the courses that you find in the channel about building information modeling in ArchiCAD or Revit, for example, you will see how many advantages you have. Now, when we need to export in building information modeling, we can just clean up the project as we did for the 3D. So we don't need too many things because we're going to recreate those things in building information modeling, and those are going to be contemporarily, simultaneously in 2D and 3D. So what we need is the really basic layers. So in here, I'm exporting the lines here for the walls and the doors and the interior walls and the windows. So this is going to be enough. And also the furniture, the furnishing that you have inserted, you can recreate that in building information modeling. So let's see how this passage works. Essentially, you need to go to File and Export. You can export using an image or a PDF, or you can also just save, because when you save in LibreCAD, it's going to save it in the XF format, which is readable by most of the, well, I think any building information modeling software. So you can just save as DXF and you're ready to go. So nothing to do here really in LibreCAD. So I'm going to show you as an example. I'm just going to close this. And this is another, you can see export from a BIM information modeling tool. So you can, again, import and export. It's going to work pretty quick and easy. So I'm just going to close LibreCAD, and I'm going to show you a little bit about ArchiCAD, which is one of the best application of building information modeling out there. And you can use the XFs, and this is available for Mac and Windows, so you can use it in any desktop or laptop. So I'm going to create a new project. And usually when you work with BIM, since it's a little bit difficult at the beginning, you can use a template. Template will save you a lot of time. And usually when you first start, you're going to find here the option for a template, or you can browse for other template. But in this case, I'm going to use the standard right here, for ArchiCAD 26. So I'm gonna say new, and I'm gonna open up this new project. Now you can, there you go. So you can open up directly the file in the XF. So if I go here to open, I can just navigate into my LibreCAD folder and take that file. Now you can see that right now the software is looking for ArchiCAD projects, but in this case we need to select the format that we want to use. So again, you can use PDFs, you can use JPEG, and you can see here all types of images, and this is the XF, but you also have the possibility to work with the IFC, which is interoperability format for different types of building information modeling software, or you can import from SketchUp or from Rhino, and also from 3ds Max. Now, if you're interested, you can check also the ArchiCAD video course. So this is just going to be a quick tour and just the passage from one software to the other. Now, in this case, we just need the XF. And now you can see that I can select all the lessons here. Now I want to work with this, so I'm going to open it up. And if I open it up, it's going to open a totally brand new project. And just let's skip this. And you can see now these are the layers. So I don't want all the layers here, just want the doors, the walls, the windows, and that's it. So I can select here, select all, deselect all, say OK. And since ArchiCAD is working with a white background and LibreCAD with a black background, you can change the pen colors for better visibility. So let's do this change. Okay, so you can see it has imported, well, actually a lot of stuff that I think it was hidden in the other file. So you can work with this. Okay, and you can work with layers, and you can continue. Now you can see that you can select here. You can also suspend groups, so you can select each single entity that you have created in LibreCAD. So this is one way. I'm just going to show you another one. I'm going to create a new file, starting again from template. I don't want to save this. Well, it's your choice. In my preference, I prefer to work with ArchiCAD standard visualization, which is with the white Canva. And so you can either open up or you can just insert. You can see you have also other options here for inserting external contents. Also here from library objects, you can import RFA, which are like Revit families, Rhino, and again, a lot of other options to import. So in this case, I'm not going to go to open, but I'm going to go to the interoperability, merge from file. And again, here you have 3D Studio Max and other formats, the XF. But I'm just going to go here to merge, look for, again, the XF format right here. And if you're interested in SketchUp, 3ds Max, Cinema 4D, other software, you will find it in the channel, by the way. So I'm just going to open up right here, and I want to merge it. You can specify here a lot of